Can I have that?
Can I have that?
Yeah, put your body on me. I wanna tap that. Yeah,
Tap, tap.
say you. Can I touch that? Ooh, put that booty on me. Give me a lap dance.
Let's go.
Yeah, but I know many people. They wanna toast you.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can guess from the title, today I'm going to be doing a story time, and I'm just going to be talking basically about how I found out I was pregnant and then my loved ones' reactions to it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so a little backstory. I got pregnant when I was in my final year of uni during my exam season, and I didn't know. So obviously, as you guys know, like most of the time as women, like when you're stressed out and stuff like that, your body's going to change, your body's going to react to different things, and sometimes it might be in line with like the symptoms you would get if you were pregnant also, and you wouldn't think anything of it. So that was me. Looking back at it, I had like missed periods, I was cranky, I actually had a loss of appetite, then I had like, I was eating for days, I was tired a lot, I just had so many symptoms, yeah. But I didn't think anything of it because I was stressed. I was using the pill, and I wasn't really sexually active like that because it's my final year. I need to, you know what I mean? So I didn't think anything of it. Fast forward now to a month after exam period is over, and I'm starting to realize that, hold on one second, like I haven't seen my red. So I called my best friend and I explained the whole story to her, and she said to me, maybe you need to take a test. And I said, no, it's impossible because I'm using the pill religiously every single day. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I was like, it can't be. So I was like, I'm worried, like what if the pill is affecting my period and my mood and everything like that. So I called up my GP. I said, listen, I'm not being funny, but I feel like I'm having problems, and I feel like I'm infertile basically. Can I get a fertility test done? And they were like, they can't just do one, you have to have been trying for over a year without any contraceptives and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, I have, and I'm worried, blah 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 blah. And she was like, okay, how old are you? And I told her my age, and she was like, you've been trying for over a year to conceive. I said, yeah, you don't know my life story, sis. I need a test done. Do you know what I'm saying? And then she asked me when my period is supposed to be due. So, you know me, well, you don't know me like that really, but you will get to know me. But I go on my phone, check Aunt Flo, and I'm like, oh snap, it's actually due this coming Friday. And she's like, okay, wait, if it doesn't come, then, you know, we'll do a test. So I was like, okay, cool, that's not a problem, we can go ahead and do that. So I called my best friend back and I explained what the GP said, and she's like, yeah, let's wait it out. So around Thursday, I still hadn't seen anything. I was starting to panic, and I just thought, okay, I'm going to take a test. Let's just go ahead and do it. So I went to the corner shop. I got a test from the corner shop, and it was £2.49 for the test, and it had 3 strips in it. And it was so cheap because I was thinking, I know I'm not, so I'm not going to waste bare peas for it to come out negative. Sorry. No. So yeah, so I'll get it, go home, I'm bricking it, but at the same time I'm not, because I'm thinking it's nothing, do you know what I mean? So I'm doing the first strip, and nothing's come out. It's not even being the first line. I'm just like, this is what you get for buying a cheap test, tell me seriously. So I'm doing the second one. As I'm doing the second strip, I just look over at the first one, and I'm seeing the lines come through, and I'm like, oh, okay, no. I checked the second one, and they both turned out to be, and I just said, no, it can't be, because it was the faintest line. The second line was the faintest line in the whole entire world. I was just like, no, impossible. But it was possible, okay? It was possible. So I called my best friend, and I was like, listen, I've got something to tell you. You're never gonna believe it. She goes, is it what I think it is? And I was basically like, yeah, it is. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do my life? And she just calmed me down and everything like that, and I calmed down. And then I took a picture of the test, and sent it to Wallace's dad, and I was like something along the lines of like, hey latest dad, or hey dad, we're home, when you coming home, something like that, bare corny. And his response was like, when the hell did you take that test? I was like, mate, I just took the test and this is our reality. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So he came home and he was just like, why are you stressing? Like, it's gonna be okay, blah, 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 blah. And obviously everyone around was like, oh, it's gonna be okay. Like, I was like, it's not gonna be okay. I have to do this. I was supposed to be in law school in September. I've got this plan, I've got that plan. I have things that I've got to do, mate. So I don't understand how you lot are all calm about it, because I'm not calm. I'm panicking. I didn't plan this. But I calmed down. Cousin as well, she found out later on. And again, it was just bare love, bare support. I'm still like, I'm not really sure about this, guys. But I don't believe in abortion, GC, so it was never going to be an option. But I was just like, oh, I don't know about this, guys. Are you sure? So I then decided not to tell my mum for the time being, because obviously graduation was coming. I didn't want any kind of like animosity, any fighting or anything in the lead up to my graduation. So graduation came, it went by, it was great, all that kind of stuff. Like I said to you guys earlier on, my grandma came from Nigeria for my graduation, so she ended up staying quite a while. So because I was so scared of like getting any like symptoms like throwing up and dizziness and all whatever, I didn't want to go home. So I literally stayed in London, and I kept telling my mum, oh, I can't come because of work, blah, 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 blah. I finally went to London, and it was now time to tell my mum and my grandma. So one day my mum had gone to work and I was bricking it, and it was just me and my grandma. And I sat my grandma down and I just said to her, Motiloyi, like, I'm pregnant. And she was like, inquiring on you, like, it's a blessing, like, you're a woman now, that's the next step, you've graduated, you know what I mean, like old fashioned kind of thing. And how do we go ahead and tell your mum kind of thing? I said, I'm not being funny, I don't want to be there when you drop the news. So I chickened out, went back to London, Birmingham, and then my grandma dropped the news to my mum for me. Then my mum called me on the phone to discuss it, and it's like that. So it was like 2 weeks after I'd gone back to Birmingham, and it was almost like I knew. When she called, when I got that call on that day, at that time period, it was almost like I knew what was happening, what the conversation was going to be, because I've been waiting for it. And the first question that came, the first one was why? Sure, Mom, what she mean? Did you mean to do it? Did you plan it? Why? Oh, they suffer me. Oh, you suffer me. You couldn't come and talk to me. Blah, blah, blah. She was just gutted, to be fair, because obviously she had such high expectations for me, and I had such high expectations for myself as well. I'm the only child for her. We had plans for our lives, but obviously we're not God, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and even still after she found out I wasn't trying to come home, it was intense. Family members were now getting involved, everyone was calling me left, right and centre about it. I don't want to, so I was just not even trying to be home, because I wasn't trying to get lectured or trying to hurt anybody or feel like I've disappointed people, because I was already disappointed in myself, do you get what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to do that. I didn't want to. Eventually, obviously, we had to go. I had to go back, and Bola's dad came with me, and we had to now sit down and talk, and the next step and all that kind of jazz. When I say to you, I got the coldest shoulders ever. She didn't want to chat to me, because obviously I hadn't been home. She found out when I was like basically almost 6 months into the whole thing. I wasn't allowed to be in the room when she was having a conversation with Bola's dad. It was, I had to eavesdrop from upstairs. It was tense, it was awkward and uncomfortable, and yeah, it was just, oh, there was a lot to build, there was a lot of mending to happen, and it was just, boy, lectures after lectures, phone calls after phone calls for the longest of time. And then obviously when I did, then I had like a proper scan after, like the next proper scan I had after, I had like a picture, I sent it to her, and you know, she was then coming around to the idea of it, and you know, she'd check up on me, all of that constantly. And then she just got, but it was that initial reaction, do you know what I mean? Like, that most African mums would be, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was intense. And then obviously church members, because I wasn't showing, it was very easy. I'm gonna put a picture of what I looked like in January and what I looked like 5 minutes before my water broke. Like, I literally was barely showing. You would just think I gained weight. It didn't look like a bump. Do you know what I mean? So people saw me in December for Passover night, and then in February I'm popping out a ute, and everyone's just like, pardon? Like, a lot of people thought like Bola was premature, and I was like, no, 9 months, we did that. Carried that, do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was pretty much most people's reaction. And obviously my friends and family, they were really supportive. I was really worried because I just thought like, oh my god, like I'm gonna get like disowned, I'm gonna get like cast out, like everyone's gonna be, because I was quite judgmental myself. I was always the person that would tell you like, you will never catch me popping out a kid before I get married. It's not gonna happen. It happened. So I was just like, oh my god, what are people going to think about in terms of like, obviously our cultural views, the religious views and all that kind of stuff. And I just felt really worried, really scared, like I've disappointed people, I'm ashamed, all of this kind of stuff. But I never once was made to actually feel like that. Even when my mom was angry and everything like that, it wasn't like she was ashamed of me. It was more about the way I went about it, the way I dropped the news and everything like that. So I was never made to feel like I'm a disappointment or like I've done the worst thing humanly possible. And I think that's so important and that's so vital, is being surrounded by people that love you and care for you. And I think having that is just being the support system that I have is phenomenal. I can't even begin to imagine what I would do without it, and it's great. And then in terms of like other friends and everybody else and people that knew me, they all basically found out through like either invites to my baby shower / gender reveal, or when I finally posted my baby shower and gender reveal, which was basically in January and I was due in February. So like I kept that on the lowest of downloads as possible, and again it was easy for me to do because I wasn't showing and I barely went anywhere anyways. So yeah, and again, even everyone was like, oh my god, wow, like really, like we didn't know, but I saw you the other time, and I was just like, yeah, I know, innit, like, can I say, we thank God. And yeah, so it was really comforting, it was really nice. I felt really supported, and I was supported for majority of, like, I'm not saying majority, I was supported completely throughout, even till now, and it's amazing, it's wonderful. So yeah, so that was basically it. I just want you guys, anybody that's out there listening to my video, to understand that like, even if you didn't have the same level of support that I've had, you're never really alone. Like, you will always be okay. There will always be somebody there to support you. And I kind of want my channel to be about being open and honest. Like, I didn't plan for a you. I didn't plan for you at this stage in my life. I could have aborted. It was never going to be my intention to do that, because that's just not what I believe in. That's just not who I am. So for anybody that does decide to keep your child, and then you feel like you're going through it and it's going to be difficult, it will be difficult, like 100% it will be. Being a mum is not a fairy tale. You don't just post your you up on social media and be smiling and then a lot of people might think, oh yeah, happy days, but it's not. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of sacrifices, there's a lot that comes from it, and that's what my channel is about. It's about being open, honest and transparent, and saying there's good days, but there can be a hell of a lot of bad days, and days where you literally might feel depressed, you literally might be upset, you literally want to tear your hair apart, but ultimately it will always be worth it. So that's basically what my channel is mainly going to be about. Here and there, obviously, to lighten up the mood and stuff like that, I might do things about me personally, my journey, my career goals, Q&As, all that kind of stuff. But the main point of it is to empower women, and just for you guys to know that you're not alone. You're not going through it alone. Like, if you feel like, bro, like, I've had this type of feeling towards being a mother, towards motherhood, towards the whole journey, does that make me a bad mom? Does that make me a bad person? No, it doesn't, because the responsibility that comes with it, both physically, mentally and emotionally, is a lot, and it varies. So it's okay to feel however way you feel, as long as you talk to the right people and you get the right help and support. That's really all that matters. But yeah, so that was basically it in a nutshell. Most people's reactions to it, and it took me a while to accept it for myself, and to come with it and to truly be happy. And I think a lot of people might not necessarily tell you that, but just because you find that you're pregnant doesn't mean you automatically feel joy in your heart. it could take months. Some people, it's literally even after holding their baby, once that baby's born, they don't necessarily feel the joys of a mother. Like, and that's okay, because everyone is different. Everyone is going through different things. So it's completely okay for you to feel a certain type of way when you're having a child that you didn't plan. But the fact that you decided to keep that child, I personally believe, is one of the bravest and strongest things that you could really do. And you're not alone. You're doing well. Believe in yourself. Keep fighting. Keep pushing. And trust and believe the end result is going to be amazing. It's all going to be worth it 100%. But yeah, guys, so I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found some sort of encouragement in anything I've said. And yeah, so moving forward, again, just going to talk more about motherhood and my journey and share things that I've experienced with you guys. If there's anything that you guys want me to talk about, feel free to message me on my socials or even in the comments section below, and I will happily do videos about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It's your girl Simplydammy signing